Morning. We're getting out a little late for our walk this morning. Used the last of the water that we had stored up while our water system was being worked on to water the garden. And this morning, Mr. Painter is fixing a couple of bubbler system leaks, things that got a little damaged during the water line replacement, nothing too serious. Thankfully, we were watching everything when we turned the water back on. But something is definitely amiss with our irrigation controller system. We don't seem to be able to get the front and the back to go off at different times, or with any predictability for that matter. Last night the front was on and it was just running and running, and I'm like, it's still on. So this morning Mr. Painter's working on that. The garden is watered, and we are thankful to have water. And Miss Meg is thankful to get walk, and luckily for us, it's overcast, which is much nicer considering that it's almost 9 o'clock. A little bit late for our regular walk. But it is going to be a great day today. Looking forward to a coffee date with Mr. Painter and a gym workout with Mr. Painter. And later on tonight, we're hooking up with some friends. There's a couple that we bowl with that we have Friday night date with, which is fun. Very fun. I think this tournament Mr. Painter is bowling is going to go on till the end of this month when he leaves to go bowl in Texas. So I have a project all ready to start, a sewing project, as soon as I have a moment, right? I'm making hats to donate for the Bowl for the Cure fundraiser in September. I'm going to make 3 hats for that. And I want to make a couple of fun hats for us. A ball cap for my husband with the Cowboys theme, and like a woman's hat for me with the Cowboys theme. I think that'll be fun. I want some flowery ones too, but yeah, ready to get into a little sewing. Don't have anything in particular to put up from the garden right at the moment. Soon I'm going to be ready to dehydrate some more eggplant. We got quite a few of those setting on. And yesterday, I was trying to figure out what those mockingbirds were doing in the garden. Well, they found the 2 big ripe tomatoes and they put a hole in both of them. So I picked them. I'm just going to cut the area off where the hole is. Thankfully, it's not a rat bite. It's not that bad, but I really wasn't expecting those guys to be so difficult. And they have taken up residence in our yard, so I finally gave up on the earth-friendly methods for treating the ants. I think I tried all of them. It was not working. And so I got the toughest, more earth-friendly pesticide that I have, that I save for extreme need, and I took care of those ants this morning. Can't have those guys coming into the yard like that, because what they do is they sort of farm other insects like aphids, right? And next thing you know, you have a ant colony and an aphid colony going. Let me clean up after my dog here. She just did her business. Just a moment. What a good girl. Yeah, what a good girl. All right, just a moment. Let mommy get it. Okay, let's go find a trash can. Uh-oh. Hold on for a second. I hit the green screen. It's not what I want. Oh, this is hysterical. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to undo that. Oh, we don't need to retouch. Oh, there we go. Whew. Usually when you don't panic, you figure stuff out, right? We are back to our normal screen so you can see the beautiful walk that we're enjoying this morning. And I tell you, I never thought I'd be so happy to have clouds. Come on. Let's go get to that trash can so I can get rid of this. Very important to clean up after your dog. Ooh, that was exciting. She just saw a round-tailed ground squirrel. That terrier part of her breed gets pretty excited about rodents, although she is restraining herself. Cloud, cloud, cloud. Wonderful. I hope we get some rain. They're saying we have a 24% chance later this week. Let's hope they're right. That would be awesome. I see I have a couple of comments. Let me get rid of this package I have in my hand, and I will take a look and see what you got to say. Thanks for joining us this morning. Jasmine, hi. Rolando, hi. Huh. You know, Rolando, I really don't have the answer to that question. I hope it gets better. Jasmine, I'm glad you love our dog. Thank you. We actually rescued her. We've had her for almost 3 years now. We adopted her from a shelter right around the dreaded sea. And we had a dog that died 5 years ago, and we didn't know if we were going to get another dog. We really loved our dog that died. Rolando, I think that could definitely be an influence. Jasmine, her name is Meg. She's half Siberian Husky, and she's half American Staffordshire Terrier, which is quite interesting. When she wants to play, she howls. It's pretty funny, actually. But we adopted her from a shelter, and I think a lot of people were abandoning animals. They must have picked them up during the lockdown, and then they went back to work, and they didn't know how they were going to take care of them. And so, oh, thank you. You know, that's the sad thing about dogs, is they just don't live long enough. And honestly, I think most dogs are better than most people. And we were happy to give this girl a home. Her name is Meg. And we were really happy to give her a home. When we first got her, she was about half her weight. She was really emaciated. You could see under her ribs. And she was really shut down. Like, she didn't make any noise at all. She'd just go lay on her big dog cushion. And she looked like a little pound puppy. And took a while. I spent hours sitting with her on the floor. She would only get up to eat or use the bathroom. And finally one day, I heard her bark. She was in the middle of our bedroom, in the bed, and she barked. And at first I thought something was wrong because she had never made any noise. But I think that's about the time she decided that it was her home, that she had a real home. Oh, thank you. You know, I really feel like you get what you put into it when it comes to animals. Our last dog I had from a puppy, and if you want an animal that doesn't mess in the house, you have to grab them at their first whimper and run outside and set them on the ground. That's how you potty train a dog. And none of our animals have ever, oh wow, Meg, you almost got that one. None of our animals, we've never had any problems with our animals messing in the house. Now, thankfully, Meg was actually potty trained. She's actually a really, really good girl. She doesn't cause any problems in the house. And she's actually a dog that you could have if you had a career, right? I know a lot of dogs need a lot more supervision, but Meg is just so happy to have a home. And she is the best companion. She looks like Oreo. Yeah, she does. Yeah, we had a hard time with the name. What we found out is when animals come into the shelter, they get so many animals that they just start giving them all kinds of names. And the name she came with was Nutmeg. And we were pretty sensitive. We didn't want to change her name if that was really her name, because we didn't know their naming system. But she just did not answer to Nutmeg. And we thought, well, that's kind of a long name for a dog. Dogs should have shorter names. So we started calling her Meg. And as soon as I called her Meg, she came to me right away. So Meg it was. Aw, you want to pet her so bad. She's so sweet. Here, I'll pet her for you. Meg, come here, baby. Aw, she's a good girl. When we first got her, you couldn't touch her if you were standing up. In fact, she didn't want to be touched at all. I literally spent hours sitting on the floor with her, just talking to her. And we finally have been able to get her to go for car rides. She was really scared to go to the car. And like, she was actually really scared of everything at first. She just had a bad existence before we met her. But she will go for a car ride now. She kind of shakes for most of it because she's afraid that you're taking her back to the shelter. I'm pretty certain of that. She's worried about being abandoned. But she'll go because she knows she always gets a treat now when she goes for a car ride. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the love. You know, dogs can make the world a better place. And as humans, we can make the world a better place for them too, right? Just by being responsible with our animals and making good decisions about whether or not you actually can have a pet in your life before getting one. I know sometimes people find themselves in difficult circumstances in their lives and have to make choices, but Meg was a good choice for us. We're very happy to have her in our world. Oh, you have 2 dogs? Tell me about your dogs, Jasmine. We thought about getting a second dog when we got her because we thought maybe if she had a friend, she'd do better. But I've also heard that if you get 2 dogs together, sometimes they bond with each other, not with you. Come on, let's go. Not with you, so. And then actually, 2 dogs would be a lot of work. For a while, originally I'm from Alaska. When we first moved here, we had our dog, Rio. And then there was somebody that had been watching our home who had a dog that was living in the home. And so for a few months after we moved here, I was actually walking both dogs, which was pretty interesting. They weren't used to being walked together with another dog, so they'd get their leashes all tangled up. And I've seen some people that pull that off masterfully, but oh, you have a boy and girl dog. Their names are Ace and Avalon. Oh, how nice. That's wonderful. Those are cute names too. I like that. And Meg is really good to me. She takes good care of me when my husband's traveling. If she hears any noise at all, she starts barking. She lets him know whose house it is. And she's got a really big bark for such a small dog. She's about knee high, and I think she's about 60 pounds. She's all muscle. She's got the husky colors on her face, but she's very muscular. Oh, good girl. Keep going. She likes all the smells of this walk. And we'll just duck down below this branch. There we go. Oops, there's one. See the lemons hanging on the wall? That's pretty cool. We're gonna get lemons this year too. Well, hopefully Mr. Painter's having some success with our water system. We're just happy to have the main leak fixed coming into the house. Oh, you had a cat before also. Cats and dogs can actually live well together. Sometimes it kind of depends on the pets, but a lot of times it takes a long time for a cat to accept a dog. Oh, let's hold on here. I see a loose dog up there. Looks like it's playing with ball though. Oh my gosh, it's pretty excited. It's jumping all over the place. Let's see if I can screen in on that one. Very cute. So we're just going to avoid that area since you never know animals, how they're going to interact, and I just try to avoid that stress in my day. But Meg has made some friends, which has been cool. Hamidi, hello, welcome to the channel. A sticker in my sock. That happens when you walk through brush. Come on, baby, let's go this way. Good girl. She's a really good dog. When we first got her, we weren't sure if we'd made the right decision, only because it's so much work to actually work with a dog that's traumatized. But she's ended up being the kind of the perfect dog for us. One of our goals is to be able to do some day trips with her and maybe an overnight, so that eventually hopefully we can travel a little bit in the cooler months. I wouldn't really want to travel in hot months because I have fruit trees and a garden, and you really have to supervise those things. But it would be nice in the wintertime to be able to take a trip, a driving trip with Meg and my husband. Let's see. Let's go this way. Oh, here's an opening. Come on, baby. Maybe we'll do this loop. Oh, thanks for subscribing. Your cat's name was Aurora. That's a beautiful name too. I'm originally from Alaska. I lived in Fairbanks, Alaska, and we had auroras there all the time. They're very beautiful. No, we're gonna go this way. Come on, Meg. I don't know what you smell, but we're going this way. Come on. Come on. This is a coyote trail over here. All right, I'll let you smell. Oh my gosh, your cat gave birth to 9 kittens? Wow. Well, that was probably very beautiful, but also a lot of responsibility too. Hopefully you were able to find homes for some of them. All right, come on, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Oh yeah, little kittens and puppies, they have sharp claws. That was probably very painful. When we had our dog Rio as a puppy, his teeth and his claws were really sharp, so I always had a basket full of toys right next to me so that I could just put a toy in his mouth, and that really helped because when they're puppies, and I'm sure kittens are similar, they need to chew on stuff because they're cutting their teeth. But we have to be careful we don't get hurt by our animals. I know Meg's pretty heavy. She came down on my leg once. She wasn't trying to hurt me. She just was playing with my husband, and I was there. Early on in our relationship with Meg was a lot more intimidated by my husband because he was a man, and we're pretty sure a man is the one that abused her. And so she would play with them, but she had to be right on top of me to do it. She's pretty heavy, so that can be, Oh, you still have the scar? It's funny you say that because I hope it's not a horrible scar, but I have like a permanent dent on my upper leg from where Meg came down on me with all her weight on one claw. And thankfully she didn't cut me, but I think it damaged the fat pad under my skin. But thankfully it's high enough up that my clothes cover it. So, oh well, those things happen, right? And hopefully your scar isn't too horrible. You sound like you're pretty young. I'm an older woman. I'm a grown-up. Just one slash. Okay. Well, in time it'll probably fade. Hopefully. I'm so thankful for this cloud cover because normally we walk earlier, but I had to take care of the garden today since we don't have our bubbler system functioning again yet. I'm sure Mr. Painter will figure it out though. Either way, it was good exercise watering all that stuff. Oh, what did you break? That's in a boomerang angle? Your tooth? It's no fun breaking stuff. Oh, your toe. Oh no. That's not good. I think it's really hard for them to do very much about toes. A lot of times people will tape, is it your pinky toe? A lot of times people will tape it to the other toe next to it, and that helps for it to heal better. But you have to be really careful about not bumping it. Oh, yeah, I bet. Did you ice it? Ice is the best thing for swelling, because swelling actually makes stuff more painful. The middle one. Oh my goodness. Do you have a long middle toe? It's interesting how some people can have a long big toe, a long next toe over, how we're all so different, right? Well, I sure hope your toe gets to feeling better. That doesn't sound like it's any fun. Jasmine, thanks for chatting with me today. I enjoyed your company on our walk, and I appreciate you subscribing. And let me see. We had a couple other people join us today. Let me scroll down here. I have sunglasses on. Even though it's cloudy, it's really bright. Kevin, thanks for joining us today. Rolando, thanks for joining us today. And there's one other person that joined us. Let me see here. Humidity, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate the company on the walk. We do dog walks every day, and sometimes we do some gardening, sometimes we do some sewing, and sometimes we do some canning. We got some cooking videos out there too. Try to mix it up a lot, but definitely Meg gets a walk every day. So we're usually out here a little bit earlier, probably about 7:30 Pacific time, in case you want to join us again in the future. I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.